Hello, good morning. My name's Chris. I'm a father and a paramedic, and I developed Code Red Training. It's an adaptive progressive system of exercise and lifestyle and food preparation for the first responder and shift worker. It's for a program developed for a lot of people that have crazy hours. They're heroes. They do heroic things that cause high fatigue and low energy at the end of the day. And what inevitably happens, we gain weight and it's hard to get off. And I want to develop a program that I can work with you personally. And you can email me codered at coderedtrainingofficial@gmail.com if you decide that this may be for you. Today, I'm going to do some education, though, for some generalized scenarios. Okay. I like to educate by doing scenario-based education because I'm a storyteller. Okay, so in this case scenario, I'm just going to get right into it. We got a 34-year-old man. He's divorced. He works for the Philadelphia Fire Department. He got on the job 5 years ago. He was married to the then love of his life, who was pregnant with his child, his first child. He then, after he hit step 2, step 3, she had another child. He's making good money. He's making 6 figures. She has an affair. She divorces him. The house he bought with the fire department money now belongs to her. Now he's in a 2-bedroom apartment in Northeast Philly. He works in Kensington. And this is his allotted weekend for his kids. And his kids are the true love of his life. Like my son Geralt here. Say hi, Geralt. So he has to go pick up his kids from his ex. But before that, he is tired of living the same routine. He's a fat guy with little arms. And after a 14-and-a-half-hour night, normally he would go to Taco Bell. He would eat them grilled stuff, egg and cheese with steak burritos. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm a recovering fat guy myself. I understand. And you would get that salsa verde, and then you would really hit the dopamine receptors, and you'll get you'll get packets of salt because you're really trying to hit every kind of dopamine. Like, I really deserve this. You know, I was dealing with this the first of the month. The welfare checks were cut. We had a lot of overdoses. There was a gunshot. There was a code. There was this. There was that. There was a lot of bull on top of shit. You know, the city dished it. You took it, and you got off 40 minutes late. It's now 8 a.m. You're supposed to be done at 7, right? Now you're home, and you're like, you know what? My fatigue's up to here. My energy's like right here. And you got to go get your kids at 10 a.m. And nothing that you will do or say will get you away from your kids. But you want to have some energy, and you want to get stronger, and you want to have bigger arms and be less fat. Okay, cool. This tour, you decided to go buy a bike on Amazon for under $300. Case in point, right here. Got it in camera. Okay, good. So we're going to get on this bike. We're going to get on it for a good 10 minutes. And we're going to do 10 minutes at what we call a rate of perceived exertion at a level between 2 and 4. What do I mean by RPE 2 to 4? I'm going to say RPE because it's easier to say. We can keep the video moving. We don't have to make this like a 20-hour video. So RPE 0 is your perceived exertion at nothing. 10, I can't do any more. That's the maximum effort, right? So 2 to 4, we're kind of warming up. So we're warming up on this home bike for 10 minutes. We don't have the home bike. This is scenario B. So we don't have the home bike because we're kind of strapped on cash this week. Fine. We're going to walk 10 minutes, turn around, walk back 10 minutes. That's a 20-minute warm up right there. Cool. All right. Get off the bike. What does everybody in the house, hopefully, I hope everybody that's divorced has, is a chair. And then if you don't have chairs, you're just going to buy them from Black Friday outlet. And They're like $33 for a nice folding chair. And you got a chair, and you also listen to this guy named Heimberg, who used to work at the fire department. And he said, go buy a 35-pound kettlebell, right? That's all you need. That's all you need for these adaptive progressive workouts after work when you're really tired. And so the first exercise we're going to do is the one-arm kettlebell row. And we're going to bend over. We don't have a bench. We don't have any fancy gym equipment. We just have one kettlebell and one home bike that we bought for $300. So we're going to do the one-arm kettlebell row. And we're going to row. This is unilateral, meaning one side at a time. And we're going to do it until we feel a burn. And then we're going to do 1, 2. Okay. For example, I just did 12 reps. I know I didn't do 12 reps. This is just an educational video. Please bear with me. I'm being creative. So then we do it again. They have the knee up. You can do different variants. You can do with the knee up. You can do it without the knee up. Just lean over like this. Remember what you actually did. Knee up is cool. Kind of gets that bent over the bench kind of feel. Because I actually have a bench because I have a whole gym set up, but we're beginnings here. We're getting back into it after a while. So, okay, boom. I feel the burn. 12. We keep the reps the same because we want to practice symmetry. Okay. We're done with the chair. No, we're not doing sets. We're only doing one set for this exercise because we're fixed on time. The fatigue is here, energy's here, and we got to go get the kids from the X, right? At 10 a.m. So we're going to work out our chest. Same concept, unilateral. So this is the floor kettlebell chest press. I like to go up and twist. Up and twist. Up and twist. Same concept. You feel the burn, twist. And then do 1. And then 2. Okay? When I say up and twist, I want to show. Maybe I will get the chair back. Okay. Up and twist. So I'm simulating. I want, you want to feel it like right in here. You bring it and then you twist it because I'm exaggerating. You want to kind of like bring it over so you're squeezing that pectoris. Thank you. And this is an orange car. Here. That's pretty cool. Give me a high five. There you go. Then we go to the other side. Same concept. Keep the same reps. Right? Up and twist. And we're matching the reps, right? Okay, you're feeling sore, but you're feeling kind of good. So, at this point, we're going to take a break because we have a third exercise to do because we're working out half of our body. These adaptive progressive sessions, they're going to actually match, our fatigue level, right? But we're going to split it in 2 because we're going to work our whole body in 2 separate days from being tired, right? We have progressive overload sessions that we can set that up for another video later. But this is adaptive progression on fatigue. So we're back on the bike and we're doing an RPE of 2 this time. We're going in half of what we were doing for exertion before, okay? And we're doing this for another 5 to 10 minutes. And then okay, it's 10 minutes. You're coming off that shift. I gotta watch myself because I can do this for like hours. Okay. So we're coming off the bike. Watch out, buddy. Watch out, buddy. Watch out. Watch out. And we're going to do what's called a goblet squat, right? We call it goblet because we hold it like a goblet, a chalice. Think Games of Thrones, like we're going to toast. Okay. And then we're going to do a special kind of squat called the sumo squat. So we're going to have a wider stance, and then we're going to put our butt to the floor. That's one. You're going to work every part of your muscle, your lower muscles. You're working the glutes. You're working the hamstrings. You're working the quads. You feel it in your calves. And you're going to do it until you feel sore. Then you're done. Then you go back to the home bike and you look at the time and you're like, wow, that was about 30 to 45 minutes. I still got some time to go get a shower, go to Wawa, go get a Monster, go get a Muscle Milk or a Jocko. Jocko, you can usually get like 2 for $7. I'm not paid by Wawa or Jocko. I'm just telling you how it is in the Philadelphia area. And then you can go get your kids, come back, go on the couch, have them put on Blippi or whatever their favorite TV program is, spend a couple hours with them, snooze a little, listen to some rain sounds on your headphones, wake up, and enjoy your weekend with the kids. And that's how this 34-year-old guy in our scenario is going to get through an adaptive session and try to rebuild some of his life back after he gained the weight going through a life event like a divorce. Thank you. And again, if you want me as your personal coach where I can personally work with your schedule, your wants, your needs, and develop a diet plan, a workout plan with just a home bike and a kettlebell, please email me at coderedtrainingofficial@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a nice day.